Yeah, hiya, I'm Gwydion Rhys, and I'm playing Alan Turing in Catherine Fleethu's play To Kill a Machine, produced by Scriptography Productions. So I was a part of this project back in 2012 when we did the pilot project, and we did only like 3 performances which we put up in 8 days. I've been in touch with the producer and the director back and forth. We've been doing some research and development days trying to get it back up and gain the support that we needed, and finally we've been able to get the support needed to be able to put on a full production and a tour around Wales, so and to take it to Edinburgh, of course. So we're in the 2nd week now. Well, I would say I'm probably in the 5th, or no, I'm not even in the 5th day. Probably might be in the 5th day of rehearsal myself, because I've been juggling other things along with filming work and getting married. So I'm kind of thrown back into the deep end every day to kind of catch up with everybody. And so far it's going really well. So we're kind of solidifying all the changes, getting used to the staging and everything and all the scenes. So it's a really exciting project to be involved in, and all the cast were having a great laugh in rehearsal. So it's going good.
Excellent. So what's it like working with the new cast?
It's great, you know. It's taken on a new kind of energy and a new form. We're having good fun with it. I think everybody's aware of the lack of time that we've got to put the show up. But I think that's that's great for us, because we've got a focus and a drive during the rehearsals. The first week we were taking so much in, blocking wise and lines and transitions and everything. By like the 4th or 5th day, it was quite fun because everybody was just like in overload, which is quite relevant really. And the piece that we're kind of doing is a lot of equations and computing a lot of numbers and lines and equations and everything. So it's we're kind of going with that and all hands on deck really to get the show up. But it's really exciting, and there's a kind of an urgency and an energy, an exciting energy to it. So we'll be ready to go next week, and hopefully the audiences will kind of see that energy come over in the play.
So you mentioned that you've been busy with other things. You've been filming a lot of TV recently.
Yeah.
What is it that keeps you coming back to stage productions like To Kill a Machine?
Well, apart from this production in particular, I think that the balance between doing maybe screen work and stage work is always great for an actor. But this play in particular, I've kind of been holding on to it for the last 3 years really, because first time I read the script, I think it was one of the most interesting and kind of challenging scripts for myself, along with having to play Alan Turing. I kind of always hoped that we'd be able to come back to it and I'd be able to get another chance to do it. I think it's just a really great story to be involved in. I'm just so glad that we were able to show this play to an audience in Wales, and then do a performance in London, then take it to Edinburgh. And I don't think it's a type of story that's been told, especially in the theatres in Wales. So I hope they will be received positively. Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious you are excited about this project because you're getting married this weekend, I think, and you're postponing your honeymoon to perform the play and the tour. How does your fiancée feel about that?
Oh, I think, well, she's an actress, so she kind of understands. I think she's been aware of me kind of saying, I've got another, research and development day with To Kill a Machine, and she knows that I'm quite passionate about it, and she's totally fine. She's excited because she wasn't able to see us doing the performances 3 years ago, so I think she's pretty pleased that we're able to do it again, so she can kind of see the script and hear it out loud really. So it's quite interesting because it's kind of juggling everything, which is quite good. I'm kind of trying to use all that manic scheduling to kind of funnel into kind of how maybe Turing kind of computed all the numbers and everything, to try to be focused and kind of take everything in and just keep going and on the path really.
Okay, and I guess one just final question is, why do you think it's important that people should come and see this play?
I think it's important because it's the story itself. Putting aside us saying that, you should come and see, the other cast members are absolutely brilliant, and everything like that, but the script itself is lovely, and to think it's Catherine's first really script the first scripts that she's written. I think the story is one that's got to be heard, really, and I think it's become more, people have become more aware of the story, especially with a film coming out recently. But I like to think that because we did it 3 years ago, that we've got some sort of ownership on it, and then it's a different perspective on the story and a different energy, and hopefully it'll be more intimate with people coming to the theatres to watch it, really. So yeah, I think it is. I think it's a great play. So come and see it.